Hey Emily, happy birthday from your two favorite tracks. Hope you have a great birthday today and you get everything you wanted. Except for Oliver.
Well, from the moment that we pretended to know each other, when we first met, to now, you have put a smile on my face every day, made me laugh like no other.
She has always been there for me through our late night FaceTime calls about crazy boy experiences.
By showing me that it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks of you, because at the end of the day, you are yourself. And I love her for that.
Well, Emily's kind of made me feel like a superstar. I'm not gonna lie. She shows me a lot of love. Of course, she shows my boy Kyle Beck a lot of love. Scotty B, our whole little gang. She loves us all. She's the queen of Instagram, so she impacts my pictures. I always send her pictures to edit, and I'm very thankful for that. She doesn't have to do it, but she does, and they're always fire, and I can't complain. Can't complain at all.
By being the little sister that I never had, I've kind of got to see you grow up these last few years, and I've got to see you grow into the woman that you're becoming today, and I'm pretty proud of that. And it gives me pride to see you become such a great young woman.
She's always there to listen and gossip about how much we love and hate the Chirac boys.
You know what? I don't know what our friendship would be like if I didn't have to take pictures of her every single second.
Number one way is with her dancing skills. Two, we belong together.
She is the best sister ever. She gives me good advice. She tells me, like, if my outfit's good, like, I want to show up to school in style, and she's just always there for me. She can beat up any person that I don't like.
We've been friends all of my life, and she's always there to make me laugh whenever I need to laugh.
Well, 17 years ago, on Thursday, she impacted our life by just being this absolutely adorable, fun, crazy. She's our first child, so she impacted our life because we became parents. We didn't know what we were doing. We learned as we went along, tried not to make too many mistakes. I think she turned out pretty good.
She's always been, from the moment that she was born, an old soul. She always brought that to the table. She always had this sense about her and this presence about her that always made it great to have her around. She's been a real trip.
By never ceasing to make it interesting. Like today, she pulled my Valentine's Day heart off the wall.
By adding a bright spot I never knew was missing. She's a joy to have in my life.
You're an awesome friend.
You're the most, probably the person that I can come to with anything, and it's not in a bad way, but you'll make, tons of jokes and just try to cheer me up, and it's, the cutest and funniest thing ever.
Not only is she just a great friend to me, she's taught me to be sort of fearless with my life, because she's just so open and honest, and I really admire her for that.
By knowing Emily, I have become a better person, and that's because you want to become more like her because she's such a good person, but also, at least for me, she has allowed me to be more open and more honest and more just a pure version of myself around her than I am with anyone else. So she's truly made me just a better person and a happier person within my own skin, and I couldn't be that way without her.
You make me laugh all the time. I'm pretty sure there's never been a time when I have been with you and we haven't laughed really, really hard. And also, I think my sarcasm game has gone up, like a monkey see, monkey do kind of situation, so.
Basically, ever since we've met in kindergarten, she's been my best friend. She's shaped so much of who I am, and I honestly don't know where I'd be without her today.
Savage, she'll just do whatever she wants. She doesn't care what people think.
Straightforward. Yeah.
Queen Bee. There's too many. Kooky. bougie, extra, extremely, extremely extra.
Positive. She can make the best out of any situation.
Straight bonkers. Yeah, bonkers.
Extra, just in every aspect of the word, but never change that.
Charismatic. She literally knows how to work any situation, any crowd, always has a fun time. Love that.
Kind of crazy because that's a good thing though.
I'd like to say egotistic, but not in a bad way. She likes to make a lot of things about herself. She's very self-obsessive, but it's one of the things that I actually adore about her because she's able to make anything about her when it has no connection to her.
Annoying. Influential of everything she does.
Extra, but in a good way. You bought Juicy Couture tracksuit, which is out of the ordinary.
Definitely persistent.
Energetic.
Let's try. Jackson, Deegan, Nico, Jake, Litfuse, Corey, Hoodie Allen, Luke, Adam, Cade, Matt. Do I continue or?
Outgoing.
Passionate.
Funny. I'll leave it at funny. Because she is the funniest person I've ever met in my life.
Hurricane.
Is outstanding.
Sarcastic and funny because you just have like so many moments that I'm like, bruh, like what the fuck did you just say?
Spontaneous because she's just so like quick on her feet and so funny, and just like all the crazy things that happen in her life she has to deal with like on the spot, and oh my gosh, her stories are just crazy and funny.
Passionate, I think, because in no matter what she's doing, whether it be the yearbook or whether it be speech or whether it be in her relationships with her friends or whether it be in making her Instagram account great, Emily is truly passionate about whatever she does, and she puts 110% into it.
Impulsive, maybe? Like, you see something you want, you just go for it. You don't think about what could go wrong. You don't overthink it at all. You know it's what you want. You go for it.
Vulgar. She will say anything, anywhere. You could be at a nursing home and she'd be talking about the most inappropriate things.
Sexy.
She's super fun and energetic, and she can always make me laugh.
She's just so frank and honest, and she believes what she believes, and she doesn't care what other people think, and she doesn't care if others judge her. She just does her and doesn't care and loves it. If she's in a room, she's not going to go unnoticed, and I love it.
Emily is so funny. Even on my worst day, she can make me laugh so hard my stomach hurts. She's just a very genuine person, and she always like will say what she believes.
You're literally the only person that makes me laugh the way I do. We have the same sense of humor.
It's probably her Snapchat stories, you know. They're just like super lit and like they just make my day.
Emily is the most outgoing person I've ever met. I love how outgoing and careless she is.
You can laugh at anything.
Her sarcasm and just how funny she is when she uses it. I can never tell if she's kidding or if she's serious to this day. She's a really kind person and really, really sweet. Shocker. But
her unwavering confidence at all times in any situation, just always has total faith in herself, that she's gonna win or be the best or everybody's gonna like her, and I kind of envy that sometimes. It's pretty cool to see.
First and foremost, obviously Stonegate. Love the organization we live in. Just such a great community overall. How open and honest she is. So easy to talk to. And she helps in so many different situations.
Her ability to just talk to anyone about anything is really just such a great quality to have in life, and like that she's able to do that like already in high school. Like I think the amount of friends that she has because of that, it's just insane. I think it's one of my favorite things about her, like how social she is.
Every day she has a new story about a certain boy.
Probably the biggest thing is that I truly know no one like Emily. I don't know anyone like her. She's completely individualistic.
Love your vlogs. Your vlogs just, they brighten my day whenever they're posted.
Whenever she sees me, she always seems so happy to see me.
and she always has something new to tell me.
Probably not your driving, but more on a serious note, just the lengths you go for your friends. It's so comforting to know how much you have our best interest, and just to know that you always have our backs and how amazing you are as a friend.
It's definitely her humor and how she's always there for you, and she always cares about how you feel and stuff like that, and she's not afraid to say how she feels.
Just that she's here. I love that I have a daughter to love and cuddle and laugh with and get crazy with and yell, and we love each other all the time. So she's my pal. She's nice. She's fun to be around. She's enjoyable. She enjoys things I like, botanic garden, and she'll go to art galleries and shopping, and we'll watch favorite TV shows. I love when she wants to cuddle and watch a TV show. So just my favorite thing about her is her just being here, just her presence. I miss her when she's not around.
She is always the coolest person in the room. I like my daughter is the coolest person in the room. I really like that.
It's her vlogs.
That she was able to trick her way into going to Theater Fest, and then she threw a giant fit at the speech competition when she didn't get to be a timer.
You're the most extra person I've ever fucking met in my entire life. Also, I just love how much you love yourself. Like, you're legit obsessed with yourself, and I fucking love it.
Her humor, just like, she can just brighten up any situation, any awkward or like sad situation. Like, she knows how to like deal with it, and then like obviously cheer everyone up because she's so funny.
That we love Ari and Nikki, and they're just the baddest bitches. We're the baddest bitches, but you already know.
No matter who you are and no matter what the situation is, she can put a smile on your face.
Your ability to laugh at yourself and anyone else but yourself. Like in embarrassing situations, you're able to just like kind of shake it off and laugh and make everyone else laugh too.
She's just that type of friend you can literally FaceTime or call at 2 in the morning, and she's there to help you no matter what. She's helped me through so much in my life.
There's so many of those because I have lived with her for all 14 years of my life.
When she fell down the stairs at school, dressed as Selena Quintanilla for her Spanish project, and knocked out like a freshman coming up the stairs.
Probably like sometime in the yearbook room, every time I walk in, she's like, "Lit Fuse!" And like that's like the coolest thing ever is when someone calls you by your Twitter name. Like that's the coolest thing.
Oh, the peak of our friendship, when you got Teresa Caputo to wish me happy birthday.
Definitely that time that I picked you up to go to Chipotle before my junior year of high school. R.I.P. your trash can. Yeah, but we had a really good time.
We were at Ava's freshman year. I think it was freshman year. We were playing catch with a water bottle. That was back when like all the guys hated you, and like I was the only one who. I got a lot of shit for talking to you. Actually, that night, I stuck by you though. Remember that?
In 8th grade, when we were taking some tests to like see where we are in high school, maybe it was like a PSAT or something. I have no idea. We met in the bathroom on the 2nd floor, and that's where our friendship blossomed.
Probably Halloween night. Emily forgets to wear spandex under her skirt, full on flashes me and everybody sitting on the couch. It was so funny.
I really enjoyed working with her over the summer and seeing her every single day and just messing around in the office every day.
The stories about all her boys and all the funny things that happened to her. She's such an exciting life, and I just love hearing about it.
Freshman year H-Walk, when you sent me an airdrop saying you're cute.
The Cubs parade and the penthouse, and definitely New Year's 2016.
When we went to the St. Patrick's Day parade last year, and we stopped at McDonald's because we had to pee, and she decides to FaceTime Tim Lesson Hop while I'm on the toilet, and then on the way there, we FaceTimed him and like kept calling him and everything, and like we were just being so annoying to him, and it was really funny.
Definitely when you talk about your strategic angling. Honestly, I love the tips you give. I'll always use them.
Goes way back to the 5th grade when she spilled grape soda all over my hair.
before we were meeting up with B-Dog.
I mean, she's just so funny sometimes. When she was little, she was always, I don't know, making us laugh. We've got video of her like in the kitchen doing these imitations. She always did voices. She always like went on and on about these explanations, and she was always so serious. And I think those are, and she still does it, just with different voices. So I think it's really her voices and her imitations.
But my real favorite memory of her is when you were talking to her on doing the video about Father's Day.
Oh yeah.
And you asked her about, and I forget what you said.
I said, "What do you think of your dad?" or something. I was trying to get them to talk in the video.
Oh, I love him. And how old was she? Like 5 or?
I think younger, like 3 or 4.
It was just adorable.
When she used to introduce me as her boyfriend.
Has to be in elementary school. Me and Emily would always bake at random hours of the morning, like 4 and 5. And one time we made funnel cakes and burnt all of the oil. And her fire alarm went off and woke up her whole entire family. Also, the night after Halloween, she just knows what I'm talking about.
When we got lost at U of I and we were walking around in the cold, but then we saw the best 1 acts of our life.
Besides going to breakfast that one day after like my homecoming or something like that, and like legit talking about Jackson Track for like 2 hours and RJ Quinn. Oh, what the fuck? And then or Lollapalooza, where literally like we lost you, then found you again, then lost you again. Like, don't understand how that fucking happened, but you know what makes the world go round.
Prom in general, I love All Time Mondays with her and Natalie. Probably when we were at All Time and she kept pouring out her water, so the water boy would come back, and she left. And our favorite waiter, Tony, hooked us up with his number for her. Honestly, way to pick up boys. Emily is the best at that. I can't lie.
Our sophomore year, the first football game was at Jacobs. And we took like 4 fan buses. So there was like a really big student section for an away game, right? And we're all leaving, and the game was like good. I think we won, we might not have, I don't know. But we were all leaving, and everybody's walking across the bleachers, and Emily's walking across the bleachers, and the entire U is there. And Emily just falls flat on her face in front of everyone. And in typical Emily fashion, of course, she stands right back up and walks, and I'm sure she joked about it and made an Instagram post about it that day. But I think that that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen Emily do. Because it wasn't necessarily her being funny in the way that she normally is, and I think that makes it really funny.
Freshman year, Deb Connor's bio class, we had a study session with me, you, PKD, and Connie in your house, and we ate like an entire bag of Sour Patch that I think was supposed to go to like your cousin or something. You were supposed to mail it to someone. And then we, on the whiteboard that we had set up to like take notes and stuff, we didn't get anything done. We just drew a picture of Deb Connors and Juan 1 and Juan 2 because we couldn't remember the son, like the names of her adopted sons. That was pretty good.
8th grade summer squad.
That's when she broke her leg in freshman gym just to impress me.
When she goes, no, or yeah.
OMG. Like, that's how she talks, man. Like, she really talks like that.
Creepy. Oh no, like that's really cool. There's one that I don't know if it's appropriate for this video, but you probably know what I mean if you're watching this one.
I don't want to say this, but bust a fat nut.
She likes to say definitely a lot when she's having a rough day or like something bad is happening. She likes to go, oh, I love that. Yeah, no, like I love that.
Crusty, but my favorite one that's a little old is I Gotta Go, My Ride's Here.
Bust a fat nut. Suck my peeps.
Oh, she used to have like a list over there of the thing, like the copyrighted sayings that nobody else in this house could say. Thought-provoking.
Bust a fat nut. Daddy. Dick down. Sexy. bonkers.
Sexy. No, like, I love it.
But that's sexy, and oh no.
It's like, this isn't a saying, but you always fucking dab. And yes, I cringe every time you dab, but it's the funniest thing ever. And you also talk with your hands like what I do, but like to the extreme. And then you're always like, no, like really, like it's really okay. No, like I loved it. And you're just like, that voice is the funniest thing ever. It cracks me up every single time.
Right now she's really into the word sexy. She's really into the word kooky. One that really never seems to leave is this random guy just Snapchatted me. That's a real keeper.
Sexy, daddy, Sanasa, that's hot.
Приятно tatitsa, bonkers, kooky, recent sexy.
Crusty.
I just have this. Does that all the time. So.
It's a dabbing.
The dabbing, I like that.
It's creepy. Oh, creepy.
Yes, creepy.
Yeah, everything's creepy, including marinara sauce. I mean, how is marinara sauce creepy?